been so fortunate. We've toured all over the country, out to San Francisco and Montana several times.
Yeah.
Overseas, we played in New Orleans. We played in all over, and we played in this beautiful deconsecrated church in that's not important. It's just a church, but an old church, the Bronte Music Club in Rathfriland, Northern Ireland.
It's the Bronte sisters. Their father. Patrick Bronte, he was a minister, and he had a church there when the Bronte sisters were very, very small, but they left not too long after that.
And strangely, there's a huge statue of him in the church, so you keep double taking, like, who's this guy who's right next to us, and he's like
being a preacher,
preaching to the, and then there's a woman who sits at a pew, a life-size statue of a girl sitting at a pew with her head down.
It's because it's an interpretive center now, so it's to talk about the history of the space. When you perform on the stage there next to the statue of Mr. Bronte, it's a little alarming.
It's unusual. After we played the song, after the set, we played Love Looks Good on You, and this older gentleman came up to me and he said, "That song that you played reminds me of a story from my village about a whale." And I said, a whale? And he said, "No, a whale." And I said, a whale? And he said, "No, a whale." And I knew he was not saying whale, like the big sea creature.
Whale.
But I could not figure out what, and we just got louder and louder, and he said, "No, water that comes from the ground."
That was your best Irish accent.
That got a little Scottish. Got a little Scottish.
I'm saying, at least it's not like Spanish.
So I was like, "Oh," and we both laughed because it was just a funny communication breakdown moment. And in summary, the story was that there was a magical well of water in his village, and there was a girl who was blind, and she went to the well to wash her eyes, and she was healed. She could then see, and she looked down and saw her reflection and saw that she looked quite plain. She was really heartbroken because she was in love with the most handsome guy in the village.
Or so everyone told her.
Yeah, how did she know that so quickly? I don't know. You don't want to overthink the story.
Right.
So she's in love with the most handsome guy, and she's really heartbroken because she knows she'll never get him. But time goes on, and she goes back to this magical well and washes her eyes again, and she's truly healed because she can see that love and beauty comes from the inside out. And then she gets the guy.
And that's what Love Looks Good on You is about, seeing love from the inside out. So creating love from your own heart.